Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run. Chubb. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
180. 42. No gain on this defense, no gain. 1 touch.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Hey, alert 33. Done.
From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 27.
Check. Gun. Crunch. Show it up. Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
20.
Newton to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
So we got man. Watch out.
Now Chubb running right. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the ground, it's Chubb. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a 1st down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mayfield on play action. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
65. Great.
On second down, McCaffrey. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of
rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Gun.
Here's Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Ready? 780. 53. Gun.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Operating from the gun. Newton escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
At their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Watch twist.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Check 13.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Be good. Alert.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D.
Check nine, check nine. Hey!
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
42 the mic, boys, 42. Real.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Stay with him.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
53 to Mike. Hey! He don't know no better. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
From the gun, here's Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play. A turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gun. Here we go.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
20.
From the gun, Newton forced out to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Gun.
Newton on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Carolina.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. A give. This is Chubb.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play fake, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point safely through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Joseph now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What's that? Look at him.
Big stop, King. Big stop. Let's
8. Check. 8. What is it?
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And that one... oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good. 180.
59. I got it.
Cut.
Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to